Chicken Blaster was released to the Nintendo Wii and DS in 2009. It was developed—
Wait, didn't we already review this? The horrible light gun game with the cartoon chickens and the—
No, that was Chicken Shoot. Today, we're talking about Chicken Blaster. Completely different.
Come on! The chickens on these covers look near identical!
Funny you should mention similarities. Chicken Blaster was developed by Frontline Studios, the same folks that ported Chicken Shoot to the Wii in 2007.
Is this a sequel?
Maybe?
Oh, for fun!
Much like Chicken Shoot, Chicken Blaster starts out with a sleepy farmer, except this is somehow lazier.
When Chicken Shoot starts, the farmer gets angry because he wakes up to hens nipping at his feed.
But here in Chicken Blaster, we've got nothing. Just Farmer Bob here, barely animated on the title screen, sleeping.
What do you think he's dreaming about?
I don't care. I just need to do this right here. Hold on. That's better.
The game certainly doesn't give you much in terms of plot in the beginning. What you do get, though, is this weird, ethereal bird that just keeps fading in and out of existence.
Is that a foot sticking out of its butt?
It's like some freak teleportation experiment has gone awry. Notify science!
This is science. I don't care.
Look at it. It's dumb little chicken face. I hope you like it, because you're gonna be seeing it again and again in the game's many loading screens.
It's like it's already experienced the rest of the game, and it's warning us to turn back. This chicken has seen things.
Like the first level of this game, which is, okay, we were pretty sure this game was bound to start on a farm, and then it does.
What we weren't ready for was this. An immediate enclave of sensory-spiking poultry madness! Look at this slop show!
The dev team pushed the go button on their crazy crap machine with settings set to max.
Welcome to Chicken Blaster. Here's 24 enemies all screaming and spinning around the screen at random. Have fun.
Most games would ease you in. Maybe a little tutorial, maybe a small batch of enemies to deal with at the start. You know, a little breathing room to gently guide you into the wonders of their virtual game world. But here—
Grab your gun! Chicken's on the attack! Blast! Blast! Blaster! Blaster!
And usually it's one or two enemy types at first, introducing other themed characters later. But here, it's all at once.
You've got your flying chickens, your helicopter chickens, your samurai sword chickens, your chickens with dynamite strapped to their— Oh no.
Hey, let's talk about how bad the animation is. Most of these chickens have really basic looped animations, which is to be expected when a developer's trying to just plop out a bare bones title. But look at this chicken right here with the rockets on its back.
It's just being shifted and rotated in virtual space. Did they think no one would notice?
In a game where this character may appear super briefly, hey, maybe it could have slipped by unnoticed.
But no word of a lie, this dumb rotating rigor mortis bird is in every single level.
Oh hey, and on the topic of stages, let's go ahead and have a look at the selection screen.
A paltry selection of 8 levels that you can choose from. And when you do choose a stage, we're brought to another stage selection screen?
I love this. They prioritize 2 levels of stage selection over actually animating enemies in the game. That's quality work right there.
Sure, that seems stupid, but it gets worse when you see what stages are on offer.
Okay, well, Farmer Bob needs to defend his farm. That makes sense.
Level 2, you move into the barn. Reasonable progression there. On to level 3.
Cornfields? Perhaps delving into the farmer's house?
Nah, we're going to the Wild West, son. Farmer Bob is apparently a time traveler now.
What?
How about infiltrating a freaking castle?
But that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, just don't. Don't try to place logic or reason with anything you're seeing. And don't expect to see any characters that actually fit these locations. Every single chicken, regardless of their theme, clothing, or whatever, basically show up in every stage. It's a complete mess.
Surely, though, they must have had some reasoning for making these specific levels. The gameplay must be tailored to each location's theme.
Look at it. Gaze into the void occupying its soul space.
Do you think you would find reprieve in this world? There is not sanity here, only chickens. Chickens box. So, you've got this confusing splattering of enemies on screen at all times. Plenty of things to shoot at. You'd think taking out these chickens would at least be kind of fun, right?
Wrong. Chicken Blaster does something that we simply can't stand in light gun shooters on the Wii. This kind of weird edging movement by holding your cursor towards the borders of the screen.
When you're nearing the sides of the playfield and you think you've got an enemy in your crosshairs, the screen shifts away, messing up your shot.
And that's if you can even aim at any one chicken. It's a blur of chickens rotating constantly. They literally pop in so fast, you can't keep track.
Watch closely. Enemies just fade into existence again and again. They just materialize.
Each screen has you defeat a set number of enemies. Once you do that, though, you would expect the game to shift you onto the next section of the stage, but that doesn't happen.
The game is an on-rails shooter that doesn't move itself forward. Once you've hit your quota, you flick the thumbstick and engage an automated movement function.
Why? Why not move for us?
On-rails shooters usually progress their movement in a way that makes logical sense.
Progress forward, you know? To keep the flow of the game going? Well, forward.
But here, even when you engage that movement, you'll never quite know where Farmer Bob is going. Like, check this out here. Watch how the camera actually moves.
Yeah, can we see that exact movement from another perspective? That is impressively stupid.
The thumbstick doesn't just control Farmer Bob, it also lets you scroll through your weapons.
Special weapons like the Uzi, the shotgun, the grenade, the firework, which aren't worth talking about in the slightest. And then there's this space laser thing.
I swear, it's just the BFG from Doom. If the BFG from Doom sucked at taking out chickens.
Here's the thing about this game. The developers give us a few extra tools to take out waves of chickens, but the chickens barely feel like a threat even with your standard weapon.
There were several instances in our playthrough where we stopped firing completely and the enemies kind of barely attacked us. What is this, chickens? Are we not at war?
The core game is so disinterested. Withholding your attention, your mind will wander aimlessly and, oh, a little squirrel. Look at him with his little nut, just munching away. Here he is again. Hey fella, where do you hide all your nuts? Do you have a little squirrel girlfriend? Someone to share your nuts with? Maybe someday, when you've gathered all the nuts, you'll start a family. And oh, won't it be No!
Oh, he's fine. He's barely interactive. Look, they programmed him just like the chickens. Feathers fly off him when he gets hit. Feathers! This game is terrible.
Surely there is something of substance in at least one of these levels.
Some kind of interactivity, something that stands out, something that makes the stage itself worth visiting.
Well, there is this haunted house.
Oh, great! A paranormal twist to this otherwise failed formula. Maybe we'll see some creepy looking furniture, broken windows, cobwebs, monsters and ghouls.
Well, no, actually, just looks like a regular house with the lights off. But to make it spooky, they made flat 2D chicken ghosts that just clip awkwardly through the walls.
That's it? That's the best they could do?
The model and stage work are so bad that even the shadows of the characters transition across objects and appear in awkward places. They maybe left that in because they probably thought it looked scary?
Woo! Bad game design! There needs to be something, anything, to justify having paid for this game.
Oh, wait, hold on. What's that? I think I see something in the distance there.
Gasp! Aren't you the ghost of the money we wasted on Chicken Shoot?
No, I'm the ghost of the money you wasted on Chicken Blaster! Stop buying these terrible games!
Oh.
Stop!
Well, all that aside, there's actually one element of this title that you won't find in the original Chicken Shoot game. Boss fights.
Yes, boss fights. The developers actually capped off every other level with big bad bosses. Witness the viciousness that is the big antagonistic level end cap.
I didn't know you could phone in animation, but here we are, Chicken Blaster.
We'd love to tell you that every boss fight is challenging and requires their own special strategy to defeat, but guess what?
They're all taken out in the same way. Shoot down a bunch of their green eggs until the boss health bar activates, then shoot the boss when they glow red. Woo! Each boss might look different, but looks are about all they got.
It all comes to a conclusion at a I'm gonna say a chicken spaceport?
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, with flying chicken saucers.
After you clear a few waves of enemies, oh, look, there's that squirrel again. Found another nut, huh? Is that a hazelnut? Or a chestnut?
Focus, man, focus! After you clear a few waves of enemies, a giant chicken appears in a giant saucer who shoots out other chickens in saucers. But don't think he's anything special because it plays exactly like the other bosses do and there's no difference.
Once you easily defeat the boss, the game instantly ends with the following.
You finished the fantastic story.
I'm sorry, wait, fantastic story? Oh, thanks for letting us know. I was looking for that story. Might have missed it.
But you know what you didn't miss? Awful gameplay, awful controls, awful graphics, awful sound, and a simply awful main character. Sorry, Bob!
Shh, shh, shh. He's sleeping again. He's got a little boogie.
Anyway, you take all that together, and you know what you get? Chicken Blaster.
It's just